Happy Marnie's Day, and it's good to be back in the world. So for the past week I've been locked away in a quarantine of sorts, with the start of previous weekend both myself and my wife tested positive for COVID, and it's not been a fun time. I'm not going to dwell on that too much. Obviously I haven't felt like making videos, and in fairness I should say that my wife Jade suffered a lot more than I did. Today has been the first day that I've really been outside, and that's the thing I want to talk about in particular. I noted last night that Mani was shining brightly in the night sky, and when he does so, it's always a welcome sign. And obviously still shining in the daylight sky. However, this morning, the one thing I noticed, and the one thing that gave me a rush of almost feeling back to normal, really, was hearing bird song. For some reason, I haven't really. I suppose it stood out for no conventional reason, but being outside and hearing nature just gave me a lift. And it got me to thinking many thoughts, but in particular, if there's one thing I hope people do not forget in the recent trying times we have had, that during lockdown we were given the opportunity to reconnect with nature in a way that probably a lot of people had forgotten about. And this is an important thing, I feel, to hold on to, even with the fact that as the way the human mind works, and that we forget about things quite easily as we get back to a normality, a normal cycle of life, that the current world order, if you like, for a phrase, wants us with our nose to the grindstone, not looking around, not appreciating the beauty in nature. And we got to hold on to it. We got to fight for it, even, because it delivers in subtle, simple ways that we need. It's part of who we are. It's when I think about, say, being stuck indoors for the past week, it's not been terrible. Obviously, feeling pretty horrific has been. It's just really this morning, even scraping ice off the windscreen, breathing in that cold morning air, that all critical factors that just synchronized me back to the world. But in particular, it was hearing bird song as after I dropped my wife off and was making my way to the motorway, that really gave me a buzz that I shouldn't be surprised by. But there we go. Normal business shall resume, and that's just sort of a little thing I wanted to comment on. There's been some other things going on in the Norse pagan animism world. In particular, Jackson Crawford making what I assume is some sort of solid statement about runes. I have to watch that video because I've only really watched a response video to that. But something to get into. Anyway, I'm back now, feeling 95% better, and I'll see you later in the week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.